Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the kitchen where we are making some roasted red pepper pasta. I'm roasting the peppers in my own pan right now. I picked this because it sounded like a really good kind of garden fresh recipe. A lot of folks, especially my friends back on the East Coast, are starting to pick their produce from their gardens and getting some really nice produce. Hello, Shirley. Nice to see you. Cocktail of the evening is an Empress Tom Collins, Empress 1908 Gin. Cheers, Lori. Thanks for tuning in. Refreshing on a hot summer day. All right, so for this, you're going to need about 2 beautiful red peppers. I diced them up, and we got that going. A medium onion, diced up, so we got that. You're going to need one. This was a giant Roma tomato, but it was one Roma tomato. And so I've chopped that up. I've taken out a lot of the seeds. I didn't get them all. And I got a couple of cloves of garlic in here ready to go. We're gonna need some fresh basil. Mike, how are you? And you're gonna need maybe some red pepper flake because I like it a little spicy. You're gonna need your food processor. We're gonna blend all this up, and you're gonna need a little ricotta cheese and some Parmesan to finish with as well. So what I did, hey Bill Senso, nice to see you. Jan, hello Art. What I've got going over here is I am sauteing these peppers. Woo! Yeah. Take a look at those. They look good. We're sauteing the peppers. I got some really beautiful red peppers at the market. So I'm sauteing those up, and I'm just going to let them get softened. And then we're going to add, now I've reserved some of my red peppers because remember, we're going to put this into our food processor. So I want most of them, the bulk of our peppers, I want them a little softened up like we're looking at here. Hi, Debbie. But I've reserved some of the red peppers. I'm gonna put those in to the food processor just as is. It'll give it a little more body, a little bit of a fresher flavor. Hey, Randy. But as these get softened up, I'm just gonna stir those around. They've been going, I've had them going for about 10, 15 minutes. And so they're getting nice and soft. You don't want them to brown up, but you want to get them softened up a little bit. Now what we're going to do is add our onions. Throw those in there. And all that. I used a nice red onion. Just I like the flavor. It's going to go nicely with what we're cooking up here. So we'll let those onions start to soften up a little bit. I'm only going to give those a couple minutes. Then we're going to add in our garlic and our tomatoes. While I'm doing that, I'm going to get my, normally I like a penne or a rigatoni. You can add shrimp or chicken, the protein of your choice there. Remember, this is nice. For the folks who like a vegetarian recipe, this is definitely one of the few that I make. Hello, Michelle, Canada Prophet watching. All right, so I've got some nice ziti, which I'm putting in the water now. So, and in truth, Jan, I've got some chicken breast that I might grill up to go along with this, not in the sauce, but along with it. Oh, wow! What's going on here, Art? Oh, you're barbecuing St. Louis ribs. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Hello, Donna Beck. All right, so we're going to soften this up a little bit. The pasta's boiling. I got to get ready to drain my pasta. Hold on a second. Got my colander ready to go. Okay, we're softening up the onions. All right, that's nice. Now, hello Annette. Let's add in our garlic. A couple, 3 cloves of garlic that I chopped up. So we're going to stir that in. Oh, now you've just got this incredible aroma. The onions, peppers, garlic. It's like heaven in here. It smells like my grandmother's house. It's fantastic. So we're going to saute that up. Sorry for the noise. Get that garlic out. I chopped it up nicely. All right, so we got that going. While that's going, we're going to add in our tomatoes. All right, that's 1 tomato. More garlic, huh? Yeah, it's about 3 cloves. It's going to be pretty garlicky. It's not going to overpower you, but you know, you want a nice balance to the red pepper flavor, which is a strong flavor. I love the red peppers. Some people hate them. One of our kids does not like red peppers. I think Corinna, the older one, they don't like peppers. Anyway, we're going to saute that all up. It doesn't have to be... I want to get these tomatoes cooked down just a little bit. So now that they're in there, but remember, we're going to put this all in the food processor and give it a nice blend until it's nice and smooth. Stir my pasta over here so my ziti doesn't stick together. There we go. All right. So we got everything going. Now let's get the food processor part of it ready. What garlic bread do you use? I make my own garlic bread. Oh, the other thing you're going to need for this recipe is a little white wine vinegar, because we're going to put a splash of that in there near the end when we're blending it up. I've got some really nice champagne wine vinegar, which I'm going to use. You got some ricotta cheese. I'm going to put a little red pepper flake in over here. Not a lot, just a little. Well, that's going to be spicy. I want to put a little salt and pepper in there. What breed of garlic? Oh, I'm sorry. What breed of garlic do I use? Whatever breed of garlic I can find at the grocery store. I'm not real picky when it comes to the breed of garlic, Mike. I know that you are a connoisseur of things garlic and bourbon. I like the Gilroy garlic that we get here in California. Gilroy is the garlic capital of the world. All right, got that going. Don't want to burn my spoon. All right, that's ready to go. Hi, Doris. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to grab the remainder of our red peppers. So I'm going to bring you guys over here to the food processor so you can see what's happening. So I'm going to put my red pepper in here like that. Okay, so we got those in there. All right, that looks good. Now, I got a handful of, sorry for the close-up there, handful of basil. Put that in there. And we're going to add a little bit of this. You guys know that I love the ricotta cheese. Hello, Leslie. So we're going to put in about 1/4 of a cup, like that. All right. That might be a little more than 1/4, but I'm okay with it because I love the extra flavor that ricotta gets. Will it work in a blender? Sandra, it should work in a blender. Looks like, no, this is Empress 1908 gin. It's purple gin. It's this stuff. Empress 1908. Sonny, I will absolutely come up with that. I'd love to do that. All right, let's blend this up a little bit. Then we're going to add everything that we're cooking into this and blend it a little bit more. Uh-oh, I'm missing the stopper. That's a problem. The question is, where did I put that? All right, we're going to have to hope for the best. I am missing. That's one of those things you should check before you go live. Hi, Brenda. All right, we can just fix that problem like this. Okay, now we make sure nothing's going to escape. And now we're going to give this a All right, we got that going. So that's our ricotta and the fresh bell pepper. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of this, just a tiny bit of this champagne wine vinegar. You can use white wine vinegar. Hi, Sandra Curry. I'm just going to put a little Helps if you unstop the bottle. Just about that much, not a lot. A little splash. We're going to blend that in. Looking good already, guys. All right, so we've got bell pepper, ricotta, and basil in there. I'm going to throw a little salt and pepper in there next. We want to make sure we do that. I don't want to lose any of that goodness. A little salt. My pepper's over here. Like that. Now, I'm just going to take this out for a second. We're going to make a little mess, but don't worry about it. All right, hello, Troy. Now I want to come back over here to where we're sauteing all of our other good stuff, and I got the heat on a little high. I'm going to turn that back. Check on our pasta. Don't want to overcook our pasta. That would be a tragedy. We're going to save a little pasta water, as we always do, because we're going to add that to this. All right, let's, this is all nicely cooked down a little bit. I want my tomatoes to be cooked down just a little bit. Yes, that is beautiful. All right, let's take a look at that so you guys can see what we got going on here in the pan. All right, so we've got our peppers, onions, tomatoes, a little garlic in here. These are nice and softened, skin's on. That's just the way this dish is. We're gonna kill the heat. We're gonna take this over and we're gonna put this in our food processor as well. All right, so let's come back over here. This was so much easier when my buddy Richard was around to be camera person. All right, now, we're gonna put all of that goodness that we've been sauteing right in there. I told you we're gonna make a little mess, but it's okay. Bring that a little closer, bring that a little closer. All right, now, we've got all of this that we've been sauteing down, the onions, the other peppers, the garlic. I'm just going to put all that into the food processor. Like so. I want to get all of it. Now the onions have softened up beautifully. The garlic is nice and aromatic. The peppers are also nicely softened, but we still have a little bit of those fresh uncooked peppers in there for that burst of flavor that you get. All right, get all of this good stuff. All right, here we go. Very good, we got that out of there. Now, we're gonna blend or puree or food process the rest of this. All of this goodness up in here. Here we go. Now, while it's looking pretty nice and smooth, okay, but let's grab just a little bit of our pasta water. I'm going to reserve a little more, but I like to take this nice starchy water, put a little bit of it in there. Not a lot. And we'll give it another. With all that goodness. Okay. All right. Oh, that's beautiful. That's looking really good. I want you guys to come over and see this. It just looks fantastic. Beautiful color, nice consistency. You can add a little more pasta water if you want, or a little less if you like it a little thicker. Let's just take a taste. Super fresh. Use a little salt. So we'll put that in. Give it another little... Beautiful. All right. That is the sauce. That there. Let's check on our pasta. See how we're doing with our pasta. Our water level is low in my pot. Oh, they're done. All right, let's get the pasta out of there. I'm going to save a little more of my pasta water, just in case I need it for the sauce, but I don't think I will. Put that over there. We're going to drain our pasta. Okay. All right, guys, now the proof is in the pudding. We're going to try this sauce out. Hold on a second. Let me grab a bowl. Hello there, Kim. I hope things on your river are doing well. Don't look at the rest of the kitchen. It's a little messy. All right, so now I'm just going to get some of my fresh pasta. All right. The pasta. Now let's get some of this delicious sauce here. Put that over there where it's not going to make too much of a mess. Where'd my good spoon go? Where'd it go? I have it. Here it is. Voila. And I'm just going to scoop some of this out. I love the consistency of this. Here, you guys need to see this. I love the consistency of this sauce. The color, the tanginess of the pepper, a little brightness of the fresh, uncooked bell pepper, and the creaminess of the ricotta. Let's just stir that in. Oh yeah, there we go. Just like that. And another little scoop. Okay, this is our beautiful red pepper and ricotta sauce. Kind of get that in there. And the nice thing about using the pasta water is it's going to make the sauce adhere to the noodle just a little bit better. Oh. Guys, you're going to love it. That's a great summertime recipe. Hey, Christina Kuhlman. Happy belated birthday to you, by the way. Dave, this turned out really beautiful. You can add a little extra ricotta if you want it a little creamier. You can add a little less. But a lot of people are pulling tomatoes in and peppers in out of their garden. Let those peppers redden up a little bit. And this is a perfect recipe to use. And you probably got a nice basil plant going somewhere. This is really nice. Now I put in a good bit of red pepper flake. So it's got a little heat to it, which I like. But also remember that it's got a little splash of vinegar in there that provides a little burst of acidity, and it balances the creaminess of the ricotta. No, Richard never stayed long enough to clean up. He stayed long enough to eat in that. All right, guys, it's a couple of different steps. It's a lot of chopping when you're getting ready to do this recipe, but it's worth it. It's so good. I'm going to post this recipe. I'll post all the instructions on the Facebook video when I'm done. And then I'll put it on my YouTube channel, which is In the Kitchen with Patrick Evans. If you'd subscribe, I would appreciate it. It's free. But, you know, eventually, if I ever get enough subscribers, YouTube will sell ads and then I can make some money, which would be really cool. Anyway, check it out. There are a bunch of other recipes there at In the Kitchen with Patrick Evans on YouTube. And try this one. It's absolutely delicious. I love that red pepper flavor, and it's bold, and it's sweet, and it's tangy. It's all of those wonderful things. So, again, you can find the recipe right here on Facebook. You'll find it on my YouTube channel. Yes, Annette, we will absolutely get together. I look forward to that. And if you like gin, get some Empress 1908 gin. because it's very, very good and it's nice and refreshing in the summer. Cheers, everybody. Thank you very much for stopping by for this recipe. And I want to give a special shout out to my wife because she was the one that came up with this really good recipe. She said, you should do this. I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And it's fantastic. I love it. Mimo, thank you. Appreciate it. From Mimo, that means a lot. He's got a great Italian restaurant in Palm Desert, so thank you. All right, guys. I'm going to finish my pasta and my drink. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great evening, and we'll see you again next week right here in the kitchen.